Hi, today we're going to talk about a couple of different ways to make a tarp shelter. This is the cheap 6x8 tarp that sell at Walmart. The principles work with really any size tarp. Just realize that the larger the tarp, the stronger the support material is going to need to be. In general, your tarp shelters are made through building some sort of structure under tension. Either you're going to lay it over something that already has structure like a limb, you're just going to lay it over and lay it out on each side, or you're going to create that tension either by tightening the tarp to something itself on either end, creating tension that way, or creating a line that you can lay the tarp over. So that's the first method we're going to talk about now. Is I'm going to use these bungee cords, which I keep with my tarps, to create a quick line that I can throw the tarp over and then just stick the corners down. Now, I have this bag wherein I have paracord, some other rope, and some stakes. And I'll keep that with my tarp in my 72-hour kit or where my tarps are, so that I can throw, I just keep a little kit so I can throw up a tarp shelter really quickly. I used it in the Army, I did it with my poncho, but tarps work exactly the same way. So I'm gonna set it up. Okay, and that is an extremely simple tarp shelter. They don't have to be symmetrical. You don't have to have, exact quantities on one side or the other of the tension or the line or the limb or whatever you're throwing it over. You don't have to do that at all. You want to take advantage of whatever you have around. In this case, I don't have another tree suitable for stringing the tarp between this case, so I tied it off to the fence. It's at a pretty extreme angle. It gets really close to the fence, which is why it's not exactly symmetrical, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. I'll pull you out and show you what it looks like inside, what kind of a space it created, and what you can do in this case with a really cheap tarp from Walmart. Okay, so here's the tarp shelter. Like I said, just a bungee cord that runs here over to that fence post, and it's enough room for one person. You could get two people inside, but if you're going to do that, you'd probably want to stake out the center grommets. These right here, pull these out, and you're going to get a little more room. So that's the tarp shelter. I'll come around the other side so you can see it how it is next to the fence. In this case, it goes right up to the fence. The asymmetrical nature of it, the fact that I've got a bit more over here than over there on this side because it's so close to the fence, makes me want to, if I have more stakes, stake out these other grommets just to give myself as much room underneath as possible. But if I'm doing this in a pinch, this is how I would do it.